During the last years, Sony Vaio Z was among the best, if not the best, business ultra-portables on the market. This year though, Sony decided to bring the Z to a halt and offer a different kind of successor. And so the Vaio Pro line of ultrabooks was born. Hey everyone, this is Mike, your host, and I've just recently reviewed the Vaio Pro 13 here on YouTube and on the site, on ultrabookreview.com, and you should check out the clip and the article for more details about it. This video, however, will tell you more about the main differences between these two lines. First of all, the looks. The Z was compact and light in its days, but the Pro is in a different class altogether. While it has pretty much the same footprint as the Z, the 13-inch Vaio Pro is both thinner and lighter, weighing just under 2.4 pounds, while the Z weighs around 3.1 pounds. Sony used mostly carbon fiber for the case on the Pro, as opposed to the aluminum and only some carbon fiber on the older Z, and that helped lowering the weight. But they also made the entire body slightly smaller. The Pro gets thinner towards the front thanks to its aggressive angular design, while the Z was about the same size all across the body. Of course, all this meant that there is less room for stuff around the sides on the Vaio Pro and also inside. That's why the two laptops both pack two USB slots, a full-size HDMI connector and card readers, but the Vaio Z also offers a full-size Ethernet slot, VGA output and a Kensington lock. However, Sony does offer an HDMI to VGA extension cable with the Pro, and the power brick includes an interconnectable wireless dongle that can quickly transform a wired network into your own private Wi-Fi. So we can't actually say that the Pro lost any of the functionality of the Z. In fact, when we think about it, the Pro is altogether more practical. Opening the lid covers on the two, you'll notice a larger trackpad on the new Sony. It's not without faults, but it's definitely a step forward. The keyboard offers a superior experience as well, with better feedback and travel than the one on the Z. And on top of that, the Vaio Pro comes with a better screen than the one on the Z and a narrowly larger one too. The IPS panel offers better contrast, colors and viewing angles than the LED panel used on last year's Vaio Z. And the Pro also comes with a touchscreen, something many of you might enjoy, although that brings along some annoying reflections and rather poor visibility in strong light. Okay, so by the looks of it, the Pro easily dispatches the old Z in most of the areas we talked about before, but there are some where the Z still reigns supreme. First, the overall sturdiness. The new Vaio Pro is shaky, it flexes and bends quite bad even during casual everyday use. Sony officials claim that it was specifically designed like that, so it will withstand drops, shocks and other unwanted scenarios. Hopefully they are right, but even so, the overall first impression isn't great. On the other hand, the Z is a lot firmer, stronger, and somewhat feels more like a proper business machine, meant to survive the test of time. The Z is also more powerful than the Vaio Pro. The Pro runs on the latest Intel Haswell hardware, but it bundles their ultra-low voltage platform, specifically designed for ultrabooks. I got to play with the base version, the one with an Intel Core i5-4200U processor, but there are also a couple of more powerful options. Even so, the full voltage platform inside the Z is clearly faster, although it hasn't been updated to the latest generation and it will never be. You won't really notice the power boost during everyday use, but you will when pushing the two laptops. The Z also comes with that docking unit that bundled a dedicated graphics chip and an optical unit, something the Pro doesn't get. So the Z is the better machine for processing videos, handling programming software, editing large photos, running modern games and all kinds of other intensive tasks. But if you don't really want a portable laptop for that kind of stuff, the Pro will do just fine as well. On top of that, you do get longer battery life with the new Vaio Pro, around 6 hours of everyday use and even more when used lightly. The Z only lasted for about 4 hours or even less in similar situations. Sliced external batteries are available for both series and they can double the base estimations. Besides that, the Vaio Pro lasts longer in standby as well and does run cooler and quieter than the older Z. As for connectivity options, both are top-notch. The Pro adds NFC on top of the classic wireless and Bluetooth, but surprisingly lacks a cellular option, something the Z used to offer. All in all, the Sony Vaio Pro 13 is a great ultrabook and in many ways a big leap from the older Sony Vaio Z. Unless you need the most powerful ultra-portable and that's mainly what you care about, in which case you'll get mad at Sony for discontinuing the Z line. But I'm convinced that the vast majority of those who would consider buying Sony business portables won't probably care much about that. And they'll appreciate that the Pros are still fast enough for everyday tasks, multimedia and even more, while being lighter, smaller and able to go for longer on each charge. And on top of that, while being cheaper than the older Zs. The Vaio Pros start at about $1,250 right now, with the top options going for over $2,000. And while pricey, that's still several $100s below the starting price of the Zs back in the days, if I remember correctly. Okay, and that pretty much wraps it up for this video. Let me know what do you think about these two Sony Vaio series and if you're willing to go with the new Pros over the old Zs. Also, subscribe to the channel for more updates on portable laptops and other such devices, and check out my website ultrabookreview.com. If you're after an ultrabook these days, you'll find plenty of useful articles over there. Alright, that's about it for now. Thank you again for watching and I'll see you soon.